Yo, what's up, everybody? And today I want to talk about a topic that's not really talked about too often. Like in the fitness realm, most people always talk about how, it should be your main priority and you should hone in on that. And that's true mostly. But man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was watching one of those little, the little videos where they have like 20v1 where it's like 20 girls and one guy or um they got like the swipe left or whatever, those type of videos. Well, I was watching one where it was like they had balloons and there was like 10 women and they're holding balloons. And then a guy would walk out, and for any reason that the woman isn't feeling the dude, whether it's physical attraction, whether it's something he says, whether it's the way he's dressed, anything, they can pop their balloon to basically eliminate themselves. This one dude walked out. No homo. This was a good looking dude. He was attractive. He had a nice figure. He had a nice player build, everything. And he had a nice fit on. He dressed like an adult. He didn't dress like a little kid wearing, the Jordans and the skinny jeans and like the little graphic tees. And he went home with no women. He went home with no matches. And the reason he went home with no matches, in my honest opinion, the dude had no attributes mentally. All he talked about was the gym. That's it. Like every single woman he went up to, when they would ask him a question, he would always bring it back to the gym. So the reason I bring that whole thing up is to say, don't make fitness your only attribute. Don't make fitness your only skill. Don't make that your only hobby. As a human being, male or female, you need to accumulate a multitude of skills, whether that's, learning how to, I don't know, ski, learning how to snowboard, or reading books, learning another language. Like, you need to have a bunch of different things. And I don't even need to say a bunch, a few things that you're very interested in aside from the gym. Um, and there's a few reasons why you need to have that. It's not just to attract the opposite gender. It's mostly to make you a well-rounded individual, man. If you start to acquire multiple skills, you get a better understanding of how the world works. You get a better understanding of life in general. And you accomplish the most important thing that we're supposed to do here on this planet, in my opinion, aside from reproduction, which is to learn, which is to grow, which is to excel. You basically need to find things that you could see yourself doing for the rest of your life, if that makes sense. And it doesn't have to be like since the day that you start learning it all the way until the day you die, you have to consistently keep up with it. It could be an off and on thing. Like, there'll be a time period where I start reading and then I fall off of that. But then I get back on the wagon again later on down the line in life. Things like that. You know, our hobbies fluctuate because we're my dog is over here licking his nutsack right now, man. Sorry. Buddy, what you doing, man? Can you wait till after the video before you start, giving yourself fellatio, man? Wrong with him? We're constantly going up and down. We're constantly changing. Your job the schedule might be all cattywampus. Family things might pop up. You might have like medical problems that you have to deal with, so you can't continue to do, the hobbies that you were doing previously. But nonetheless, you still need to have a bunch of different things other than the gym that interest you. But basically, what I'm getting at is you need to make fitness an addition to your life, not the only thing in your life. You still need to develop other skills. Anybody who knows me knows that I love Skyrim, man. That's the greatest game of all time, bro. And I don't want to hear no debates in the comments. Don't put no other games in there. They're not competing. But the reason I bring Skyrim up is If you level up in that game and you go look at your skills and your perk trees and all of that, you're going to see your character might be really good in one area when you first start out, but he has a whole bunch of different attributes. You know, you can't just level up only one. You got to level up all these other ones. They ain't all got to be top tier. But the reason I say that is because when you form a bunch of other healthy habits and you pick up a lot of other hobbies and you basically upgrade your skills in real life, you're going to see the benefits of it, man. You'll be much better at speaking with people. Like this summer, I've noticed people that I speak to, I have way more talking points now. Whenever you just get better at a bunch of other things, like I've learned more about finances. So that's a talking point when I'm talking to people. I've gotten into fitness, like I've mentioned in all of my previous videos. That's a talking point. I've gotten better at just speaking in general. Like my speech, in my opinion, is much better. So that's kind of a talking point. I've picked up, learning another language. That's a talking point in the area that I live because there's a lot of Hispanic people here. So any skill, whether it's learning how to work on your own vehicle, whether it's learning, I don't know, how to landscape. If you want to be a landscaper and you're learning how to cut grass and stuff, like these are all skills. It doesn't matter what the skill is, whether you can monetize it or not, which in my opinion, you can pretty much monetize any skill. But regardless of what the skill is, just cultivate it. Don't only focus on fitness because, man, I done seen a lot of gym heads and you speak to them and they're dumber than a box of rocks, man. I can't remember which civilization it was. It might have been ancient Rome. But they had a stereotype that the bigger and stronger you were, the dumber you were. You don't want to be part of that stereotype. You want to make sure that you're strengthened in every single aspect of your life, physically and mentally, So that's why it's very, very important, man, for you to cultivate skills, for you to learn new things and constantly be reinforcing those things that you're learning. Learn how to talk to women. Learn how to change your tire on your car. Learn how to change your own oil. Learn how to cut grass. If you live in an apartment, okay, that makes sense for you to not do that. But if you're staying at your mom's house or someone else's house and they have a yard, go out there and learn how to cut the grass. Learn how to I don't know, write. Learn how to read properly. Learn how to do a bunch of things, man, because it will pay off. Yeah. So long story short, you don't want to be like the dude in the video that I mentioned with the balloons where he walked out. All the women had held their balloons at first when he came out. None of them popped just because of, looks wise, he was appealing to them. And then the moment that they start to dive a little deeper, the moment that they start to mine and try to get to his personality, they find that all he has to offer is fitness. Even when they asked him, hey, what do you look for in a woman? I just want a woman who work out. I just want a woman who is healthy. That's cool. But what else after the gym? You can't live in the gym. You don't go to sleep in the gym. You don't wake up in the gym. So what do you do after the gym? Learn how to cook. Learn how to do anything. Don't make it just only the gym. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it for this video. I saw that and it just kind of sparked me to make this. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Let me know what you thought about this video in the comments. And yeah, man, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.